Empire, boy, are we having fun. Just had my picture taken with some people. Hey! Anyway, everyone that's missed this party, you're missing a great party, so make sure you come next year. Hey, Mom. Hey, folks, this is your old friend AScumm here at Halloween. Oh, this ain't Halloween Horror Night. This is Spooky Empire. Never mind. Take two. This is your old friend AScumm here. And what's the name of this show? Spooky Empire.
Yep.
And we're here with the author, Robert Schuster. Right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you there, Angus.
So tell us about all the projects and the thing. I know you're a writer and director and
I'm not a director,
actor.
not quite. No.
Well, you'll be one day, so tell me about the projects you're working on right now.
All right, well, let's see. I'm going to start off with the books that I've written, kind of work our way forward here. I've written 4 books, 7 aside, 7 short stories, Murder, Mayhem, and Rugby, 13 colonies, 13 short stories about what we might find on other planets when we start colonizing them. I, Vampire, a vampire novel where I take a little bit different look at the vampire, make him a little more human instead of the superhuman vampire. In fact, the main character who's a vampire works in a convenience store. Of course, he works a night shift. And my 4th book is Phase 2, which is a novel about an alien invasion where the human beings are wiped out, but unfortunately for the aliens, the human beings turn into zombies. So that's my 4 books. I host a weekly radio show called Retrograde, where I play classic alternative music from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. And I've done some acting. I was in Vampire Biker Babes. It came out about 3 years ago. And I just finished a film called Bane, which is, actually there's a poster here at the convention, and that movie should be up and available maybe towards the end of this year, early part of 2011.
Cool. Now, I know you write, but how many of these projects have you acted in?
None of them have been made into any kind of film. My acting has strictly been with other people's work. Bane, which I play a teacher in high school, and my son is in that high school, and he is supposedly beaten up by a group of students at the high school. I find out on a cell phone video, and I go after the high school students and do some very nasty things to them.
Oh, sounds like my kind of movie. So, what has been, what's your favorite part of this weekend?
Favorite part of this weekend? Well, actually I've enjoyed the panels. The attendance actually shocked me. The discussions have been very good. I didn't think there would be a lot of interest in people coming to the panels to do discussions, but there's a lot of people interested in that. I've had a few people come up about my books. There's not a lot of people looking at books. This is a little more of a film convention, but that's okay. And as far as music, I've got a couple interviews lined up for tomorrow, and specifically PJ Souls, who was in Rock and Roll High School, and Ogre from Skinny Puppy. And those are going to fit into my Retrograde radio program, which I do every week. So I think it's just been one big highlight. It's been this is a convention I've been to a couple times before, and I've always had a good time here, and run into a lot of people I know.
Well, anyway, this is Robert Schuster, and we want to thank him for coming on to the AScumm Show.
Thank you, Angus. I appreciate that.
And we'll see you next year.
Definitely. God willing, the creek don't rise.
Yep. Hey, this is your pal AScumm here at, I can never remember the name of this, what's the event called?
Spooky Empire.
Spooky Empire, yes. And I'm here with my friend JB, who's a writer, director, and filmmaker. He's not an actor, though, he's already told me that. But anyway, so JB, tell me about your latest project.
Well, right now we're working on this new film called The Psycho Dish. And it's a short film that is starring Johnny Hobbs. It's written by me and Johnny Hobbs. It's directed by me. And it's a guerrilla short film. It's about 35 minutes, and we're almost done with it. We're not quite done with it yet, but we're going to be, releasing it sometime later on this year. So that's pretty much all I can say right now. So.
And where did you make this film at? Where did you film it at?
We're filming it in Bradenton, Palmetto, and yeah. That's it.
In
yeah.
Florida?
Yeah, in Florida. Bradenton, Florida, and Palmetto, Florida.
Now this movie is, what's the name of it again?
It's called The Psycho Dish.
The Psycho Dish.
Yes.
Now, is that a psychological thriller? Is it a horror film? Is it a comedy? What is it?
It's a horror comedy, if you will. It's a horror comedy, if you will, about meat.
Meat?
Yes.
Oh, like you meet someone or something else?
M-E-A-T meats.
Oh, meat?
Yes.
Oh, I think I understand that. Okay. So, and this is the film that you're directing?
Yes. It's my first film.
And you say it stars Johnny Hobbs.
Johnny Hobbs, the comedian. Yep.
And who does the special effects makeup for this? Do you have the makeup for this?
Yes, the special effects, very, special effects driven, very makeup, it has lots of somewhat of a silent kind of era, kind of 70-ish grindhouse kind of thing, really grungy, tactile kind of stuff, and our special effects guru is Mark Anginello, who's doing the stuff on the flick, and he's doing a fantastic job, and yeah, I mean, it's some pretty sick effects that we're going to have in the store for everyone.
Now, I will say this, that I have seen stills and I've seen bits and pieces of the movie, and I was very impressed with the makeup. And the direction, too. I thought it was very, very good. And so we want to encourage everyone to be watching for this movie called Psycho Dish.
The Psycho Dish.
The Psycho
Yes,
Dish. And it's directed by J.B., and what's your last name?
J.B. Wortley.
J.B. Wortley.
Yes,
so,
J.B. Wortley.
nice to meet you.
Yes.
And we want to thank JB for coming on, so watch for Psycho Dish. It's coming soon. Hey, this is your old pal AScummSpooky coming to you live from Spooky Empire. I keep calling it Halloween Horror Nights. It's all right.
That's down the street.
And anyway, we're standing here interviewing Chris Woods, who is a film editor. And I want to ask you about your projects you're working on right now.
Well, I just finished editing Herschel Gordon Lewis's The Uh-Oh Show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And it was, Herschel hasn't done a movie in like probably 40, almost 35 years, except for The Blood Feast 2. So this is like, it was kind of his big comeback. And that film's going to be out sometime next year. It was really great working on Herschel, a big fan of his. Also worked on a couple other films, one film called Brainjack, sci-fi horror film. Edited that like a couple years ago. And also,
I think
Andrew Allen, yes, Andrew Allen was the director. Andy Lolino was the producer.
Yes, and they're from Tampa area,
yes,
aren't they?
and they also produced the Uh-Oh Show.
Oh,
So I started working with them with Brainjack, and that got me the Uh-Oh Show gig.
Cool.
So I also do my own films. I
you have a company?
Yeah, Icon Film Studios is the company, and the website's iconfilmstudios.com.
And where are you located?
St. Petersburg.
St. Pete, cool.
Yeah. And I did a feature film a long time ago called Bleed. Did several short films. Did one recently called Spaventari, which played at Spooky Empire last year. And finishing up a short film called White Lie, which is all done in still photography. So, and it's going to be kind of animated. That's a horror film there. And just writing stuff. I want to get another feature film out there, and a feature horror film. So putting festivals like this, and just get it out there to the people.
Well, maybe next year you have your projects done and we'll see more of your work here at Spooky Empire. So, I want to thank Chris Wood for coming on. And this is your AScummSpooky. We'll see you next year at Spooky Empire. Uh-oh.
I wear yellow glasses.